Going over to the political part of the podcast, you have Biden Harris and you actually have the border agent admitting that they have over 425 convicted criminals released into the U.S. Which, yep, immigration, or more accurately, illegal, improper immigration, is going to be one of the hottest topics, I think, for the upcoming election. Where, again, I mean, in terms of proper people who come to the country legally through the paperwork process, the background check, that is much less controversial. There are some people who do think we should, completely shut down all the borders. They argue that we have enough population, we have enough natural, homegrown talent for business to meet business demands and community demands, that we don't need to import people anymore. I've also have other people who are pointing to the declining birth rate, saying we need to import more folks to generate more tax revenue. I mean, this is an age as old as time, basically, between Republicans and Democrats, which the usual copy paste is every couple decades. Republicans just sign off on bills saying, "Oh yeah, we'll give them amnesty, but you got to promise us we're going to build that wall and secure the border." And the Democrats give them a wink, so yeah, we'll do that. And Republicans never hold them accountable because, well, probably because there's so many rhinos, pejoratively known as Republicans in name only in politics. Now, this comes to us thanks to Benny Johnson on the good old X Twitter, which he says, quote, "Breaking. Kamala Harris, Biden ICE director, admits over 425,000 known convicted criminal illegal immigrants have been released into the United States, including 13,000 who were convicted of homicide and 15,000 that were convicted of," cover your ears so you have trouble listening, "sexual assault." Wow. Now, this went pretty well. I got 2.6 million views as well as 37,000 likes. Looks like there's a quick Fox segment. That's about 3 minutes, probably play the first minute or two.
The Director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement confirms that more than 13,000 illegal immigrants convicted of murder have been caught at the border and then released into the United States. The letter here tells the tale. Hello, I'm John Roberts in Washington. You believe this, Sandra?
Which means they are here, and this is just an unbelievable development. I'm Sandra Smith in New York. Good to be with you, John. This is America Reports. Let's get right to Bill Melugin. He's got this news for us. He's live out of Douglas, Arizona right now, where Vice President Kamala Harris is set to visit later this afternoon. Bill, the details of this news, what do you have?
Yeah, and Sandra, bear with me. We just got these numbers moments ago, but it's a jaw dropper to say the least. So to set the stage here, let me just explain what these numbers mean. ICE has something called a non-detained docket. Essentially what that is it means migrants who were encountered by DHS but are no longer in federal custody. So who's on this non-detained docket? It's illegal immigrants who were caught and released at the border, released with the court date years away. They're in immigration proceedings, combined with illegal immigrants who have already been ordered deported from the country by a judge but are still here roaming the country. So keep that in mind, this non-detained docket. According to a letter that the acting director of ICE just sent to Texas Congressman Tony Gonzalez, on ICE's non-detained docket, they're currently tracking 425,000 non-citizens who have been convicted of a crime. Of that number, over 13,000 non-citizens have convictions for homicide and are on the non-detained docket, meaning they're roaming the country right now. On top of that, there are another 15,811 non-citizens convicted of sexual assault who are roaming the country right now on ICE's non-detained docket. It doesn't stop there. Those are convictions. The ICE director also says there are currently just under 1,900 non-citizens on the non-detained docket who have pending homicide charges who are roaming the country, and another 4,250 non-citizens who have pending sexual assault charges who are roaming the country on the non-detained docket. So people's eyes might be glazing over right now with all the numbers we just threw at you, just to put it in.
That's insane. Yep, went pretty well. I got 2.6 million views and 37,000 likes. And yep, that's quite a lot. And highlights yet another reason we should want a secure border, so we know to not let these people in and let people who are, honest, hardworking folks who actually follow the law in the process, greenlight those folks in. Now, some of the top comments going to here you got Gunther Eagleman saying, quote, "Kamala Harris doesn't care. To her, they are voters no matter what they cost, or what the cost rather," getting 690 likes. Daddy Supa Doge says, "I did that." It's an AI generated image of Kamala Harris standing by the fence getting 203 likes, which, thanks to that, I'm pretty sure I have to do a good old YouTube, click that button that says, I've been using AI to manipulate images. Fascinatingly enough, only the videos where I critique Kamala Harris are removed, which is from the YouTube when they delete it. And you have another reason to watch The Topping Show on rumble.com. Or head over to Apple Podcast or Spotify. Image of Kamala Harris got 203 likes. We also have Chopper saying, quote, 66 billion to illegal aliens, 3 billion to homeless veterans. Wake the F up, you idiots. Getting 155 likes. Hashtag vote 2044 to save America. Very long hashtag. Don Marie says, treason, they should be charged accordingly. For 3.5 years, they claim the border is closed and the border was secure. Yeah, true. And 496 likes. Cypher Hunter says, quote, imagine the consequences of releasing 425 convicted criminals into the streets. Were you prepared for what's lurking in the shadows that really do hate American people? Got 117 likes. Going down more and more. Mike Engelman says, quote, Kamala Harris owns it, getting 119 likes. Old School Eddie says, this is why we have violence surging across the country, getting 181 likes. The Plural Irishman says, quote, our current administration is incompetent. This is just unforgivable. They're literally trying to get America as unsafe as possible. Getting 92 likes. Which, I'm not sure if they're incompetent or if it's by design. There are a lot of theories out there. We used to call them conspiracy theories. Now I like to call them previews. But there are a lot of people saying, well, what if they want the crime to get so bad? Then they could say, well, they could justify the use of martial law and get rid of the few remaining rights that we have. Not that there's many left they can take. So a lot of people are theorizing maybe that's why they're doing it. Again, that's one of the conspiracy theories. I don't have any hard facts or evidence at this point, besides the fact that we've seen so many of these incidents of violence happening from people illegally coming here. You also have Marista Hastings saying, have a picture of Kamala, let's say a painting, Kamala laughing in front of the border wall, has people jumping over. It says borders are getting 56 likes. Lost says, who still votes for Kamala after seeing this, getting 46 likes. First Word says, no problem, Kamala is visiting the border today, getting 86 likes. Let's see, Red Wave Press says, very, very concerning, getting 79 likes, which should be concerning. Again, it blows my mind. Blows my mind. It's kind of heartbreaking that this is a political issue. It's a divisive issue. It's not uniting Americans. Let's see. First Bitcoin says, I found one that counts as 100 people. I'm trying to keep this moderately family appropriate. People who take advantage of statistically, people who take advantage of women in the bedroom. And it says, sex offenders, a picture of Donald Trump, got 31 likes. So we do have one contrarian statement thus far. Miss Miliando says, but Kamala has repeatedly told us an undocumented immigrant is not a criminal. Getting 3 likes. Let's see. So now we're starting to get some of these statistics out there. I wonder if it'll sway any voters or people will kind of, play it down and not believe the statistics. There are a lot of people, on the left and the right who would vote for a party no matter who's on the ballot, which is ridiculous. As long as some of the things are, even if I don't agree with someone's vote, as long as it's an educated vote, where they can tell me 3 policies that they're proposing or 3 things they've done historically in their political track record that would align with their view or their beliefs, at least respect it if I don't agree with it. But yeah, just voting blue for no matter who, that's mentally vacuous. And again, people on the right do that as well, where they'll just vote whoever's on the Republican ballot. Absolutely ridiculous. If it's up to me, we wouldn't have anything in terms of politics on the ballot. It wouldn't be, you wouldn't see the R's, you wouldn't see the D's next to the name. You'd actually have to know who you're voting for. Granted, that would actually increase the barrier to being an educated voter, which I think a lot of people don't want, left and right. So I'm pretty skeptical in terms of, do I think that'll actually, anything will actually happen with that idea? Probably not. Now, do you think this will have a big impact on the upcoming election? Because again, we're seeing a lot of these, a lot of this anecdotal evidence is adding up. Do you think it'll actually, swing the election one way or the other, or move culturally or politically, that needle? Let me know in the comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I really appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know I can make sure better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.